Hi, my name is Kale Manning, and today I'm going to be providing you with an analytical comparison of Hewlett Packard Enterprise and Cisco. The point of the comparison is to decide which company is better for potential employment, and that's going to be based on six main criteria. That is size and history, current market position, ability to compete, corporate culture, a financial analysis, and negatives of both companies. After discussing the six criteria, I will be giving my recommendation on the preferred company. Starting with size and history, HPE was founded in 2015 after the original company, HP, split. The original company was actually founded in 1939 by Bill Hewlett and David Packard. Following the split, HPE boasts about 61,000 employees, dedicated to servers and hardware. Cisco, on the other hand, was founded in 1984 by Sandy Lerner and Leonard Bosack. Cisco was founded based on the need for connecting local networks due to their experimenting, according to the Silicon Valley Historical Association. That's what Leonard and Sandy needed. Okay, the current market position for HPE is they really dedicate a lot of them to servers. So they held about 14.9% market share in the server vendor revenue, tied with Dell. And they also held 14.3% of server unit shipments, again tied with Dell. Both of those are according to Shannon Williams. So HPE and Dell are the two biggest companies when it comes to servers, which is a well-defined market all over the world. So that's huge for HPE. Cisco, on the other hand, is dedicated to a smaller market, Ethernet switch, but they did hold about 50% of Ethernet switch revenue in 2020, according to the IDC Worldwide Quarterly Report. That is, however, down from 2019 when they held about 56%. They're facing some stiff competition from a couple up-and-coming companies. All right, their ability to compete, as mentioned before, they both have quite a foothold in their respective fields, so they are both very well defined in the market and compete. Cisco, however, is coming off the back end of a 5-year, $1 billion research and development focused on upgrading all of their equipment and really dedicated to cloud servers, which is going to make them an even bigger competitor for the years to come. And while they don't really have competition directly with each other, they are indirect competitors. HPE's biggest competitor is going to be Dell, as mentioned in the server revenue. And Cisco's biggest competition is Aruba and a couple other smaller companies that are really getting into quick Ethernet switching. Okay, so for the financial analysis, I'm going to be focusing on their stock prices and stock revenues, just an easy way to compare the two. And according to CNN News, their recent stock reports, Cisco's stock price is going to be about $44 compared to HPE's only about $12. They have a much higher stock price currently. Their earnings per share are also higher, coming in at 75 cents per share compared to HPE's 40 cents per share. And their paid dividends per share coming in at 36 cents per share compared to HPE's 12 cents. This does not tell the full story, though, as it is just a stock price. And as you can see with the dividends, that it may be a third, but Cisco's stock price is more than triple HPE's. Their revenues were also very similar compared to the different markets, both of them boasting over $2 billion in revenue from their respective quarters. Okay, moving to corporate culture, both companies have made really strong standpoints in recent years. HPE has a huge message on their main website, hpe.com, supporting all of their Black, African American, and LGBTQ employees. This is just coming from all the recent years of struggle and the recent upcoming for the different minorities. They've really made a strong message to stand behind their employees, which is a really, really awesome to see. Cisco isn't quite into that political field with employees. They have, however, made a huge standpoint in the environmental topic, boasting that 83% of their energy came from renewable resources, and just have a full dedicated message trying to move towards environmental friendly ways to run their business, which is great to see too. Both companies also have really good reviews from Glassdoor.com, which is a website where people can leave reviews about their employers and their employment in different companies. They really have positive views centered around employee benefits, culture, and everything. So it's really good. Both companies have strong corporate culture. But moving into the negatives, they have had recent lawsuits in the recent years. So starting with HPE, they had about 80,000 laptops recalled since the start of 2018. They released a couple different lines of laptops that had battery issues, which is not good to see on the product side. They also have been dealing with age discrimination lawsuits since the 2015 split. Following the split, about 80,000 people lost their jobs, according to Patrick Dorian. A lot of those were people over the age of 40, as HPE looks to make a younger population for their company and compete with the newer populations in the newer communities. But a lot of people have noticed this as age discrimination, and we're not okay with it. Cisco, on the other hand, had a more personable lawsuit from the state of California Department of Fair Employment and Housing. According to Paige Smith, they had an Indian employee who was looked down upon by two Indian supervisors because he was from a lower political side in India, and he claimed that he had less opportunities, unfair criticism. So they've recently been sued for that. In the end, I have chosen Cisco as my preferred company. I think that their potential long-term success and growth opportunities outweigh HPE's, and all of their environmentals and employee satisfaction outweigh the negatives, even though mostly because Cisco has done stuff to combat these negatives. So that is my preferred company for potential employment. Thank you.